Those chords my little one gave me for my birthday. Thank you for coming into the experiences, the bliss within our journeys, our soul's vibration. We welcome the divine truth within us to shine brightly. That we expand the light within our souls globally as light beings. Reconnecting with our loved ones of other incarnations that we are now purposely reincarnating with the integration in a way that is healing, of forgiveness. Gifted as we be, brightly shining, light of our soul. Again we glow, ain't got no one to tell us no. Spirit as we light and be, true within the reason why we come to see, come to be. Those two ones are more recent. I just now downloaded them. We both heard them for the first moment, and that was a journey. Welcome to the sound journey. Hold on to your seatbelts, or your seat covers, or your britches. It's gonna be wild. Yep, I'm about to do something wild. We warn you, it's a full moon, and I'm a wildling. So let's see what happens. I'm going to pause that and I'm making this music on the spot. Baby, as I wash your brow, soulfully let you not drown. Finding the key within you. truthfully we come, we be so tender. Wah, 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 wah. Shining in the color of the purest organic of spectrum. Divinity with our soul's proximity, we be not legion of megatron, we influence the spectrum. Light and we and we. Soul and the true life, and I know what we bring. And the reason why we do not hide. La showing like my pyramid on my forehead, which I'm trying to cover. Do you see I have a pyramid on my forehead? Thank you, Messiah Shalom. With a zzz, we bring in like a vibration of cleansing energy. Zzz, like cleansing, purification. There's multiple sounds. A lot of different types of beings have studied multiple different types of sounds and frequencies to sing. It's a study. It's like a legitimate business for some. And music classes, musicians, artists, sound. And I've studied the art of originality so that it's more than others. It doesn't have a negative attachment energetically to them because I'm working with parts of the languages that others don't have suffering experiences with, coming from someone who's singing in the way that I sing them and the way that I communicate them. And I'm teaching others to communicate in other languages also. So the languages that I sing are multiple languages. And I desire to help creation to sustain in a multi-language existence. Languages of love, very proper, innocent greetings, how to honor and see each other's souls, and continue being. Not have to be like, oh, you look like that and you're different, but to have communication with each other because all of the continents were once united and together. And so we have to reunite that connection with creation. Just because the earth shook and the meteors came and things happened to separate them in in the way where they could not travel to each other walking, that it made them feel like they had to control certain areas, and in reality, we have to unite. We have to learn to love each other and to find a peacefulness within each other, because right now we are needed to do that. We must save our planet. It's not about war the same. It's about healing the wounds from the wars. It's about integrating solutions to create sustainable communities in the places where the battles happened and the destruction occurred, so that there is survival, so that there is sustainability in all of our lands and everywhere. And we really have to take moments to acknowledge how can we work together as a family, as one tribe, to unite in a way that brings about sustainable integrations of compassion, complete compassion, where it doesn't devastate the young ones or the elders or each of us. And we have to acknowledge that, how light is our footprint, how heavy is it important for us to lighten it. With this la lune, this beautiful moonlight shining so lovingly, as we vibrate the beautiful light glowing, being conscious, rather than calling on La Luna to help you, looking inside of yourselves and saying, what can you do to help you? What can you do inside and integrate expansionally with those who are present in your circle in that moment where we are? Like, I have a lot of spiritual loved ones. Many of you I love very much also. And my loved ones, That's how you know I'm tired, is because I start meowing. I can't explain it. And maybe it's the Lyran in me. But yeah, there's just so much experiences that we must heal through. And during the full moon, like the exact date of it, you're not supposed to do like spells for other people. You're not, like, even though people say do spells on the full moon, it's more so a moment to work on self-healing, on organizing and like purification. And if you have a twin flame or a soul's mate or a partner who you can do that with, that you trust and love, and who is not there to siphon or take from you, then that's beautiful. Otherwise, be very conscious and cautious. I always do protection, especially when beings call me during the full moon, doing ceremonies. I'm always doing my massive protections, and I do integrate, I do trust that I'm witnessing and experiencing certain moments for an acknowledgement of others and their intentions, but they can't directly affect me or affect me negatively, even if I'm on a call with them when they're doing that and they're really trying to call things in. I'm very much protected. But I have to work on that. Like, I actually intentionally focus on that during those moments, and am studying the experience, and I'm also raising intentions to the ones that they're calling to and talking to them also. So it's like, in some moments it's me, and I'm like, okay, this is quite a journey. So within the realms of contemplation of what you're going to do this evening, once this video is complete, take moments to study yourself. Take moments to study the environment that you're in, the situations, the experiences, the elements. Are they happy elements? Do they need to be purified? How are you feeling inside? And really just kind of scoping out yourselves as if you are dissecting or looking through a microscope. Let's not say dissecting, don't say, kind of like if you're looking through a microscope at your souls, to kind of try and identify your souls if you can. If not, your heart, your mind, your body, and then the soul. But how's your brain doing? How's your health? How's your everything inside and on you? that you feel comfortable working through, that you feel that you trust and believe in, because you can look in your eyes and see you have eyes. You can touch your face, you know, things like that. Maybe some of you can't, but those of you can. And it's very important for you to acknowledge that you also have a soul at some point, working through the heart, working through the consciousness, and acknowledging the soul is in there too. So once you've worked through the parasite cleansing because of your eating the pigs and other things that you may have eaten that caused parasites, and polyps, fat, which is fat, like little fat, they look kind of like the sea anemones that Nemo likes to swim in and out of, but they're a little bit thicker, like a donut, and they like to eat like fatty stuff. So they're the things, the polyps, when the polyps are in the intestines, those are the things that make you hungry for certain like sugars and animal fats, different things like that, junk food. And they call it the hungry ghost syndrome, some people, which is the animals who are sad and devastated and angry that they were murdered, and they haunt the people who eat them, which causes them to have horrible diets and crave horrible things for themselves. That's what one of the Rastas told me. It made sense. So eventually your body will reject food that is not healthy for you. And when it does, it's really important for you to acknowledge that you have options that are not just what the vegetables in the grocery stores are. You don't have to just rely on that. Your options are the forests, the jungles. Go harvesting, go foraging. Look for nourishments that are in sacred places that have not been tainted with chemicals or unnecessary experiences, like driving in the back of a truck. When they say that they're organic, that they're in the back of a truck, or they're growing on the side of a road next to high traffic areas, but they're supposedly organic. So when you eat things and your body rejects them, I want you to acknowledge your body is rejecting them for a reason, not because you can't eat vegetables, but because you probably have to get them from another source that's more pure than a grocery store, like farmer's market. Farmers markets are really helpful. They have a lot of really beautiful mom and pop location farms that do comprehend what it is to be pure and clean and go out of their way to make sure that their farms are sustainably clean. Getting to know the farmers can also help you to acknowledge where they're growing, what's growing, how the soil is, and you could do your own studies. And I think that that is what we as creation should acknowledge, is that we have options. We do. And when we see the options of seed, growth, how to heal the soil, how to make food, then we see the survival perspective, which is what a lot of people were looking at during the pandemic and quarantine when things shut down. So we look at the earth now as our womb, Gaia, and we honor the fact that we are able to have come to now and been birthed here. That we acknowledge that we have souls that have purpose here, and we must embrace how to appreciate, love what we have been gifted, which is healing cures all around us, everywhere that we have. So rather than saying, oh, there's weeds, rah, 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 gather those herbs, sacred medicine and cures. Cleanse them, wash them, dry them. Do what you must with blessing them in the sense of puring them before you start to break them down into powders or put them into your drinks or make them fermented. You want to make sure that you wash them thoroughly first, please, because they might have gotten pee on them from somebody. And in this reality, you have to research what's growing around you, what is in your garden, and what can you nourish with and what can't you nourish with. Being very conscious how to gather and the possibilities of solutions that work together with your diet plan, which is heal your intestines, get rid of the polyps, get rid of the blockages from different things that were eaten, and start working on the food and gut and the heart healing. Because when people are working through emotions, heavy emotions, some moments their intestines are affected, directly affected. So that could be constipation, that could be diarrhea, that could be bloating, that could be an extreme desire to eat, or a complete loss of cravings to nourish at all. I'm the one who's like, now I don't want to eat the food. It takes me like a whole day to want to eat again. I don't eat that much anyways, but I'm one who doesn't eat that much, but I've seen others who go out and they want to buy a lot of food and they just want to eat to work through it. And me, my stomach aches, and I'm like, I need to put my cure on me myself, just rub my intestines and I feel better, and like do some like poses and like, heal myself energetically through my heart soul space, because I've learned how to do that. And it's important to learn how to take care of your bodies, how to take care of yourselves consciously, physically, spiritually, and emotionally through the journeys of emotions. So in preparation, if you didn't do your homework 3 years ago, I think it was it 2.5 years ago? It's about 2 years ago? About 2 years ago. The message was to work through the experiences of healing certain family connections. So just to have a connection with other family members and work on mending wounds through the family relationships. Then the other one was to adjust the perspective, to not feel so judgmental on others, but to be more humble, more compassionate, more loving, but also drawing healthy boundaries. So that says, if somebody's contacting you like 500 times, and your job is to answer questions, and they're just doing that, just getting free questions 500 times, and it's your job to answer questions but get paid for it, are you going to answer those questions all 500 times, or when are you going to say enough is enough? So drawing healthy boundaries, I'd say 15 times is a healthy boundary for free for somebody who gets paid to answer questions. Same with, would you want to go to work for free? Or would you rather get paid to deal with people when it's not really your responsibility to deal with them, unless of course you're at work and you're getting paid to deal with them. Otherwise you really don't deal with them, right? So trying to be more gentle and conscious that why would somebody else want to deal with you if you don't want to deal with others? And seeing that integration, how to draw the healthy boundaries for both of you and everybody who's involved. We have to see what is our healthy boundary, what feels comfortable, what does not. And being vocal and oral about that is extremely important. So there's that. Then also, there's a relationship reality. If you're in an unhealthy relationship, or if you're in a healthy relationship, have you allowed that relationship that ran stagnant to remain, or have you grown beyond that, where you acknowledge, let's have a friendship, let's try and find something else to do together. Obviously we have an attraction, but maybe a relationship isn't the exact way to do that. So acknowledging those transformations and not getting like sad or sorrowful over the fact that maybe you aren't the exact proper fit to that shoe, and that there's another shoe that fits. Yeah. So then there's that. And another one is that you must be able to consciously say, okay, I acknowledge that my loved ones have transformed in some ways, our loved ones who've crossed over to another realm, who have not yet been rebirthed, and they're there and they want to be there. They don't really want to be there, but they're there to help us through our journey in the same experiences. Some of them do want to be there, but some of them are like, oh, can I just like go rest now? And some of them are working through some things. So this is, I'd say, ancestor, family members, loved ones, friends, in the spiritual realms, to acknowledge that working through the death and the life experience of loving who they were and who they've become, and acknowledging the lessons that they taught you through the experiences. See, when we acknowledge who they were, what they experienced, we can better control ourselves in certain experiences, or better view our experiences, it's another word though, but better internalize the comprehension to find the solutions through what occurred to help others who may be going through similar experiences, or if you ever feel similar to what maybe they were showing signs of feeling, if it was depression, if it was heartache, if it was health related, looking at the experiences that they had and acknowledging that it wasn't in vain, and that there's a reasons why we witnessed and experienced loved ones for the reasons that we did, growing in strength. Thank you. I'm also proud of you, Kelly. And I love you and your family also. Thank you for being proud of me. Proud of you too. Greetings, loved ones. And it's so beautiful to see you there, Kelly. Yay. I was just visualizing each of you and what you've been working on, washing with beautiful moments and being in an intention to heart heal through the gut and to the throat chakra and the consciousness. But I do see that there's some hearts, you know, you gotta shake that off. It feels very tingly and like, ooh, staticky energy on the left side. Blessed loving Shan. Alright, I think I'm going to come live on another broadcasting. It's always beautiful to get to have moments with each of you in these ways, and I acknowledge that some moments my music is wild, but when we do the sound journey, it needs to have a little bit of wildness, some moments to shake through the, like, oh, to really vibrate into like a okay, love you. You want to see my pyramid again? See? Hold on. Look, I have like literally like a pyramid on my forehead. It's interesting. Alright, I love the triangle earth ship.